Well, thank you everyone for joining this new session. Mm, today's lesson or on today's session, we're going to review your presentations. And after that, we're going to take a couple of minutes break, and then we'll move on with some reading comprehension exercise. So please, thank you, Samantha. You can start when you're ready.
Mm, Good morning, everyone, teacher and classmate. My name is Samantha Garcia, and I'm going to present the magic town of Pueblo Mágico de Tequila. Tequila is one of the most beautiful places I have ever visited. It's located 69 kilometers from Guadalajara, and you can get there by car, by in a tour, or you can take the railway that leaves from the same city. When I was there, I visited so many places, but the municipal palace was one of them which caught my attention because this paint that was there, it's contains the whole history of tequila in one paint. So it was very interesting. I also visited the extinct volcano of Tequila and the Los Azules waterfall, which you can reach by descending a ravine with extreme care. It was a little bit dangerous the time when when I was there because it was raining, so we were walking down and it was so slippery, and I almost fell. And the other thing you can do to get to know tequila is walking down the street and see the picturesque houses. But if you really want to know tequila, you need to go with someone that lives there so you can see all the places that are hidden over there. And that's it. I hope you can understand me and like my presentation. Thank
We
you.
did it. We did understand you. Thank you, Samantha. It was a great presentation. Um, yeah, and I also love Tequila. It's a really great town there. Who's next? Who wants to go next?
Usted elija.
All right. Then, Caria Redondo.
Sí, profe, yo voy.
Excellent.
Acabo de tener- ¿Ya se ve?
Sí, ya se ve.
Prendo mi cámara. Listo. Hello, good morning. My name is Karina Redondo. The last tourist place that I visited was Puerto Vallarta. In Puerto Vallarta, I could find a big variety of dishes, especially seafood. It was a awesome talk while in the breakwater where there's a lot of bars and clubs and nightclubs. And downtown, which is right next of the breakwater. In Puerto Vallarta, I could enjoy a lot of activities like navigate on a boat and fishing, snorkeling in the reefs, and enjoy the view of the beach in a parachute. I enjoy the sunlight in the beach. As there was a lot of historical monuments and there was a romantic zone where you could go with your partner. Even I went to visit other beautiful private beaches near to Puerto Vallarta. Finish.
All right. What did you enjoy the most in Puerto Vallarta?
¿Dónde está?
No. What did you enjoy the most? ¿Qué disfrutaste más?
The view in the parachute.
The view in the parachute. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, Kari. Who wants to go next? Volunteers. What about you, Brandon? Brandon, is your microphone working? You can chat. Well, who wants to go next? Let's go. Let's see. What about you, Cindy?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Good morning. Hello, teacher and classmates. I will tell you about my vacation. I went to the vacation with my family to the Ayala Beach in the World and Express ride only on day. With that, but I really am 5 in the morning and going into the sea and had with two sunrise. We ate some delicious seafood and the famous patas de mula. Mm, they were The day is over soon there, but I had a lot fun in this was my summer vacation.
All right, thank you. Where is it, Los Ayala?
Um, Repeat, please.
Where is Los Ayala? ¿En dónde
Uh,
está Los Ayala?
en una parte de Jalisco es, sí es Jalisco.
Jalisco? I don't know.
Sí, no es Tepic.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Okay, so you enjoy eating patas de mula, you say?
Yes.
Yes, the third slide. Yeah, that one. Seafood. Patas de mula. Okay. I don't know how to say patas de mula. I don't know how can we translate that. Does anyone know? Maybe Laura, are you there?
Ay, lo siento, mi internet está fallando mucho.
No problem. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on. And what about you, Daniela?
Sí, voy, Mari me va a ayudar a compartir la presentación.
Great.
¿Sí se ve?
Yes, we can
Sí.
see it. Okay.
Ponen la primera hoja, ¿no, Mari? Porfis. The visit of a tourist place you have visited, Los Cabos San Lucas. ¿Le das a la siguiente, Mari? Porfis.
Mari.
¿No la ven o qué?
Sí, pero
Sí,
vemos la misma. O sea,
Es que
dale,
le estoy cambiando,
dale
pero no
enter.
quiero cambiar. O sea, a mí sí me sale que cambie de diapositiva.
Aquí no. Mm. ¿Cómo le hacemos?
¿Por qué no intenta mandársela a alguien más para ver si se puede?
Te la puedo
Ahora ya vemos.
The visit of a tourist place you have visited Los Cabos and Lucas. First trip. 6 years ago, I went on a trip with my family to Los Cabos and Lucas. I was very excited because it was our first family trip and the first time I was going to get on a plane. Activities. It was 4 days and 3 nights. We stayed at the Rio Hotel on the Interjet line. We carried out series of activities such as snorkeling, cruise, boat ride to see the arch, beach, sea lions, and some bites. My experience of the trip. I really liked the trip because it was the first, first time that I was going to get on a plane, the first long trip, its tourist attraction, and its gastronomy. Thank you for your attention.
Great. Great presentation. I like it. I enjoy the colors and so on. And especially because I love Los Cabos.
Okay.
I love Los Cabos. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place to go. I really enjoy when I'm there, but I don't stay in Los Cabos San Luca. I usually stay in San Jose del Cabo, which is a beach that it's really nearby. And it's in a small town. It's but yeah, it's like a little small. I'm sorry, little town there. And yeah, I love it. I love your presentation, Danny. We have to
Thank you.
improve some sentences in past, but I think you did it great. You did it great. Okay, we just have to pay attention on how um, we use the past tense and of course the pronunciation, but we're going to improve it among the or along the course. Okay, but great, great, good job, Danny. Who wants to go next?
Me.
Go ahead, Adriana.
Voy.
Sí,
Okay,
por
we'll
favor.
wait.
Okay. I talk about my visit to a tourist place. In 2017, I traveled alone for the first time to the United States. I was 18 years old. And the place that I visited was San Francisco, California. San Francisco is in northern California. It is a city of contrast, but really beautiful for me. Why of contrast? Because it's an old but new city. The first place is Pier 39. It is a commercial center and great tourist attraction built on a pier. There is a lot to see here: restaurants, performances, shops, entertainment, sea lions, and you can even see the famous Alcatraz Island from the pier. It's a familiar place. Another is Chinatown. It's very popular, so big and attractive for its Chinese shops and restaurants. This place transport you to China, literally. Everything you find is related to the country. And Lombard Street, uh, characterized by its height and structure and flowers. It's a street in which you seem to be going down on roller coaster. This is most famous street in San Francisco. It's an experience in which 5 minutes you are down. And my favorite place, the Golden Gate Bridge, and one of the one of the most one, one of the longest and highest suspension bridge in the world. This way is my favorite place. I was impressed by this place where I could see the sunset and the call point. Um, the fourth point is a national historic site, which is very big and serves to defend the entrance to the San Francisco Bay and shortly before the year 1900. And it was a unique travel for me, unforgettable.
Great. Okay, great. What did you enjoy the most being in San Francisco?
The Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge. Why?
I It's awesome. I don't know. It's amazing the
Amazing. It's awesome.
structure.
Mhm.
Yes, I like pretty much.
You like it that? Okay, good. What do you do in Pierre? It was Pierre what? Pierre 39, 30 what?
Yes,
Hmm.
I eat and walk around the pier.
What do you eat there?
It was seafood. Yes.
Seafood especially.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Um, what about this soup? How's it called? Do you try it? There's there is an how can I say? There's a soup. Hold on.
I don't understand your question.
Hold on. Yeah, I know. It's just that I haven't asked you a question, but it's a soup. Um, the clam soup. Do you try it? Clam soup.
What
No.
is
What
no?
is it? Clam soup in Spanish is sopa de almeja, and
Ah,
it is served on a piece of bread.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, but I know
You
it
haven't tried.
is.
You didn't try there. Okay. Let me translate for the rest of the class in case that we haven't heard very well. Es una sopa de almeja que te la sirven, ay mira, se me hace agua la boca. Te la sirven como en un pan redondo, haz de cuenta como si fuera como un virote, haz de cuenta, pero redondito. Entonces le quitan como el migajón y ahí te sirve, pues es un pan obviamente grueso, bastante grueso y la corteza es bastante dura. Entonces ahí te sirven como tu sopita de almeja y sabe delicioso, delicious. It's like awesome, like wow. Yeah. So you enjoyed the Golden Gate. That was the most, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Adriana. Who wants to go next? What about Brebi? I see a Brebi there. Oh,
I changed my name to Brenda Moreno.
okay, Brenda. It's just that I took a screenshot and it was like Brevi.
Uh, okay, hold on.
Brenda.
¿Sí lo pueden ver?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, a place I have visited. Ay, no, ya se trabó esta cosa. Can you see it?
Yes, we can see the second slide.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Okay.
Okay, the few places I have visited, I really like Mazatlan. It is one of the cities with a lot of freedom, like in Las Vegas. This year, I went to Mazatlan before the virus happened. I went to the 2020 Carnival Festival. Well, I will tell you what was my experience. Okay, first of all, I recommend the Hotel Playa Mazatlan. Excellent service, very good breakfast. First, we arrived to the hotel. They checked us into and took us to the room, our bags to the room. Then we go down to have breakfast. When we finish with having breakfast, we thought where we're gonna go or do next. So we decided to go to the view point, El Faro. I only remember that, and I'm very lazy. I get very lazy because you had to walk a lot, and the sun was very hot. So, and they didn't even let you enter with drinks like beer or something with alcohol, only water. But it was worth it. To get to the viewpoint, we rented a truck called Pulmonias. Those trucks take you wherever you want with a lot of music, and you can also drink there. They don't even tell you anything. We had a great time there. Well, after El Paro, we had a mini tour to the pier of Mazatlan. The last 2 days, hold on. This was the viewpoint, and you can see the whole beach. This is the pier. We went to all these things and to the house and see everything. These are the pulmonias, either
Okay.
one of those. Um, okay, so the last 2 days from morning to the afternoon, we spent it on the beach. And at night, we went to the carnival festivals like to see the dance, to see the fireworks, and also to the parade of the Mazatlan Queen. There were many famous people like Acapulco Shore, the bands Los Recoditos, and others that I don't remember a lot. And it was a great vacation because I don't like the beach, but I had a lot of fun because, well, you can do things that you can do in your house or like right here in Guadalajara, like drink on the streets and get party every day you want at any time. So in Mazatlan, you can do the opposite. You get you go to party all day, non-stop, and yeah. So hope you guys like my presentation and enjoy one of those carnivals, festivals next year. And
Okay. Mhm.
this is the parade. It starts from the viewpoint to the I don't know if it passed to the pier of Malecon, and I don't remember where it stops, where it's finished. And yeah, that's it.
Great. I think it finished at the Plaza de Toros. I don't recall very well because when I was young, like really young, I used to participate in that carnival. I have like another life now, and I used to, I used to participate in that carnival. And year after year, every year, we were like hired to to be there with the reinitas, las reinitas de belleza there. And so that's why I know that, well, I think I know that it ends at the Plaza de Toros. And what else? Well, this year I went to Mazatlan after like 10 years, and I enjoy because, as you mentioned, las pulmonías are the best. I mean, you can party on a pulmonía all day long. You don't get tired, and you get drunk there. I mean, if you like alcohol, you can get drunk there, and the music gets loud in your pulmonia, and you can get together with another pulmonia and meet some people there. Yeah, I really enjoy my trip to Mazatlan this year. I went for New Year's Eve. So it was pretty near to the carnival, and I saw that it was going to be on a stage, Dana Paola, and I don't recall who else, but yeah, I went this year as well. Well, thank you, Brenda. We really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? We're just missing Gabby, Mari, and Sophie. So who wants to go next?
Yeah, profe.
Okay, go ahead, Gabby.
¿Ya se ve?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, good morning, teacher and classmate. I'm going to tell you Guanajuato, Mexico. Guanajuato is located in the north central region of the country, limiting to the north with Zacatecas and San Luis Potosí. To the east with Querétaro, to the south with Michoacán, and to the west with Jalisco. Did you know Guanajuato was named a World Heritage Site about 20 years ago? Uh, my travel experience, it's it is the second time that I visit Guanajuato, but it's the first time that I gone along with my my friends. I visit the state of Guanajuato in March 2019. It was the first time I traveled alone with my best friend. Um, we visit various places. We we went to where we visit the most activity place. I at the famous guacamayas.
were with the Mummies Museum, for the former Hacienda del Cochero Museum, the Pipila Viewpoint, the Alhóndiga de Granaditas, and its Halley. Among other activities, how to go the Valenciana Mine. My favorite place on the trip was when to the Kissing Halley because of the legends that inhabits the place. Halley with Estudiantina, where we working in the street of Guanajuato with music and dancing. Um, I also enjoy when with the pipila the views is impressive and I let you capture the holy place. Um, Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. What is it a guacamaya?
Uh, es que,
In Spanish, you can say it in Spanish.
es un bolillo con chicharrón de cerdo y salsa mexicana.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, great. Because on León, I think on León, which is in the same state, Guanajuato, a guacamaya is totally different. Does someone knows how is it a guacamaya in León? ¿Alguien sabe cómo es una guacamaya en León?
No.
No? Well, it is like an escamocha. Well, do you know what an escamocha is? ¿Alguien sabe lo que es una escamocha? Even, I mean,
Son como frutas
Sí,
picadas, ¿no?
es un jugo de naranja con frutas.
yeah, something like that. Well, in León, it is like the same because the escamocha involves like watermelon and cucumber and I think pineapple and I don't know, like fresh fruit, you know. But they add pepper, pepper, like pimienta, and cheese. I mean, queso. And it's like, what the fuck? And limón y sal y chilito, no? So that's very different from a guacamaya from Guanajuato. But both, I think they're like awesome. They're like tasty. And well, that's it. Well, thank you very much. Gabby, thank you. Thank you for the presentation. It was really good. And I hope you keep traveling with your friends. It's like really funny to travel with your friends, with our friends. Okay, so keep doing that. Who wants to go next? Mari or Sophie?
Yo.
Okay, go ahead.
¿Sí se ve en grandote?
Mhm.
Okay. The visit of a touristic place I have visited. The touristic place to visit the Parque Fundidora that is located in Monterrey. What's in the Parque Fundidora? In the Parque Fundidora you can find the Holiday Inn Hotel, Museo de Cera, Paseo Santa Lucía, Ice Rink, Art Center, Papalote Children Museum, Museo del Acero Horno 3, Sesame Street Park, City Banamex Auditorium, and Hall of Fame of Baseball. Oh, okay. We could not visit all the places that are inside the park, but we could visit Museo Cero Horno 3. You can explain to us about the story of the operation of the fundidori. Um, it has a good viewpoint where you admire the city and the Cerro de la Silla. Paseo de Santa Lucía is an artificial lake that goes from Parque Fundidora to the Macro Plaza Historical Center, which is 8 kilometers away. Macro Plaza is the central part of Monterrey, where the cathedral and the old municipal place of Monterrey are located. And another place in the park. Thank you.
Great. So, what did you enjoy the most being in Monterrey?
Paseo de Santa Lucía.
Paseo de Santa Lucia. When I was a student, we went for a competition, a sport competition in Monterrey. And I remember the Paseo Santa Lucia, and it's like pretty. I mean, it's a pretty place to go, but I regret not going to the Parque Fundidora. You know, like I don't know Parque Fundidora, so I regret not being there. But well, it is good to know that Parque Fundidora is a great place to go, and probably I'll go. I don't know when, but I want to visit there. Thank you, Mary. So finally, we have Sophie. Sophie, great.
Okay. Good morning,
Wait,
teacher.
hold on. The teacher's name is wrong. It's Carlos
Oh,
Vasquez. Okay,
uh,
but I think everywhere it's it's like Carlos Uribe. En todos lados veo Carlos Uribe, which is wrong. But
okay.
you can continue. You can move on.
Okay. Good morning, teacher and classmates. My name is Sofia, and I will tell you about my last vacation. Mm, Family friend's house, a little town near Puerto Vallarta. More than a house, it looked like a small farm. There were horses, cows, chickens, goats, and dogs. It was a very small town, but I don't remember the name. It was in the middle of a road that was too long to get to the closest town. It was 30 minutes by car. We visited several beaches. In the image, you can see a virgin beach that we arrived at. It has no name, and as it was open sea, the current was too strong. So you couldn't enter the sea because of the high and strong waves. Anyway, the view was beautiful. To get to this beach, it was a really long way since we had to go by road for a less 30 minutes, and then we left it to go on a dirt road for another 30 or 40 minutes. My friend and me, we thought we would go to Puerto Vallarta from the beginning, and it was not like that. We had plans to go out alone to the Malecón and go to a club with some friends who were staying in Vallarta, but none of that was like that. Anyway, we had a great time. I think it was better option. Punta Perula Beach. It was my favorite beach. We went more than twice and it was able to get into the sea, get far. The waves were too calm and even the weather was not so cold. Everyone in town was very nice. Another beach, I don't not remember the name to get to beach. We had to go down the hill. It was a very small beach and entering the water was full of stones, which was a bit uncomfortable, but it was solved by buying special shoes so that the stones didn't bite us. And um, the last, we were already coming back to Guadalajara, but we made a short stop in Outland de Navarro to hit and took the opportunity to walk around for a while. And that's it. Thanks for your attention and good day.
So you made a road trip. You made a road trip, Sophie.
What?
You made a road trip.
Yes,
Yes, and you were like stopping by and knowing some beaches, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you enjoyed like being on a quiet beach and having some fun with your friend instead of going to a club, right?
Um,
Did you get
I
it? More or less?
no,
No? Okay. Do you know what is it instead of? Does anyone know what instead of means
ay, es que no sé cómo se dice, pero
in Spanish?
nuestros, nuestros planes era que iríamos a Puerto Vallarta, o sea que la
Mm-hmm.
casa de la amiga de la familia estaba en Puerto Vallarta y pues nuestros
Mm-hmm.
planes era ir a antros y todo eso, pero resulta que no, que estaba en un pueblo cerca de Puerto Vallarta. Entonces
Mm-hmm.
nunca tuvimos la oportunidad de ir a Puerto Vallarta.
Mm-hmm. And do you enjoy that plan instead of going to the club in Puerto Vallarta? Look at the chat. Everyone, look at the chat. I wrote instead of. Do you know what that expression means? Well, that word means.
En vez,
Hmm. It is like en lugar de. Okay. So when I ask you, Sophie, when I ask you, did you enjoy it going to a quiet beach instead of going to Vallarta in the clubs, etc., and the party? Do you enjoy
Mm, yes.
it? ¿Disfrutaste más estar en una playa como más tranquila en lugar de haber ido a Vallarta?
Sí.
Okay, well, that was the question. Excellent, Sophie. Thank you very much for your presentation. I guess most of us enjoy going to the beach. I really going to the beach whenever I can. or whenever I have the opportunity, I go to the beach, especially well, Puerto Vallarta, which is like the nearest one, that has everything, no? Like that has a party and clubs and well, um, etc. So I really enjoy going to the beach, like whenever I can. Let's have a quick break. Vamos a tener un pequeño receso, ¿sí? Y regresamos, ¿les parece si en 10 minutos y nos vemos aquí a las 10:20 para tener nuestro ejercicio de listening and comprehension?